Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Jody here, your Wednesday host for SelFTMade. I hope everyone's having a good week. I've had a good week. I am sitting outside right now and soaking up some sun. It's raining earlier today, and it looks like it might rain again. So hopefully I'll get this video done beforehand. Anyway, jumping into this week's topic, which is our experience as trans activists or with trans activists that are already doing the dang thing. So I'm going to start off with some of my personal experiences with doing some kind of trans visibility. I think that that's important to understand. The first time I ever did any trans visibility was actually 4 years ago, December of 2012, and I was pre-T, and I was so scared that I got put on part of a panel to help my friend out because he was asked to do it and he didn't want to do it by himself. So I got roped into doing that, and it made me super crazy nervous. And then a few months later, I started T, and my confidence grew 100 times compared to what it was. And I was able to do more public speakings about trans visibility and being trans myself and the experiences that I've had, which is super awesome. I'm glad that they started doing this on campus at the university I go to. And then from there, over the last 3 years, I have done a trans visibility or a TDOR, trans educational thing on the Transgender Day of Remembrance last 3 years, part of the LGBTQ and ally group on campus. And I was able to be part of a trans visibility project for a social work student. And then this last year, in like September, October, and then in December again of last year, I was asked to go talk to some GSA clubs at 2 of the local high schools, which was super awesome. A lot of people were questioning their gender or, you know, kind of being more on the gender fluid scale, but they weren't really seeing any positive role models out there that were successful in being trans or being part of the trans community more on a fluid scale spectrum, not scale. Jesus, Jody. Anyway, and then so I talked to them about that, and I showed them that, you know, you can be successful, and talked about my transition and what I'm doing and where I've been and where I see things going with the community, which was super awesome. And then I went and talked to another GSA about like the importance of pronoun usage and raising trans visibility in high school. And that was a lot of fun as well. I really enjoyed doing that. It was great, especially kind of facilitating like this local camaraderie that we need to bring about, which is awesome. And then meeting some trans activists in the community. I've really only met one, and it was before he became a trans activist. It was Aiden Dowling. And then, you know, the last couple of years, especially this last year, he's gotten really big into activist work, which is super awesome. And he's a great guy. And I know a lot of people hate on him for what he does and what he stands for and all these other things. But if you really get a chance to meet him and sit down and talk to him, I really believe that if you have a negative view of him, that it will change if you talk to him on a more personal level or just ask him questions after a presentation. Don't count him out just because you disagree with some of the things that he says or what he does, because I don't think that everyone knows the whole story until you actually get to ask him certain questions and that sort of thing. And so, I think that's about it. I'm looking forward to doing some more trans activist work. I'm looking into doing that, going further in a career. I've thought about opening like an LGBT center that's more involved in the local community that I live in, or working for a nonprofit organization with LGBTQ plus community. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. I really enjoy doing that, which was something that I never expected to enjoy. I hated public speaking, and then being on T had boosted my confidence in myself and me being able to voice my opinions and speak up for myself on so many other ways, and I just enjoy everything that has happened in my life in the last 3 years, and it gives me space to promote the community and to educate people, and it's been a lot of fun, and I hope to continue doing that as well. So, I'm going to catch you all later. That's about it. If you have any questions or comments for me, go ahead and leave them down below, and I'll answer them as soon as I can. Otherwise, I will see you guys next Wednesday. Peace.